Didn't we already issue you a citation for panhandling in this exact spot?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're back?
Yep.
Panhandling in the same spot? All right, stand by. Let me write you another citation.
What's that? Oh, I'm not with the police, brother.
Okay.
I believe what you're doing is free speech.
Right.
Yeah. How does this sign differ from the other one that got you in trouble?
I want to tell people that I have no ID right now. That's why.
That's why you need help?
Yeah. It costs $31.
Okay.
So, and then I need to eat and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you have like a cash app so that if...
No.
Okay. What's the most fucked up thing is the guy that ticketed you last time and stopped you, he's actually the homeless outreach officer. So it's clear that they don't want to help you, you know. Like what, and I don't mean to get personal, you don't have to tell me anything you don't want to, but did he try to talk to you at the beginning or was he just what you're doing is illegal and he didn't try to help you at all, did he?
No,
until the end.
Yeah.
When I got there.
No, he was aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He said,
well,
his words were, "Didn't I just see you out here last week?" I said, "Yes." And then he's like, "You're out here again. And what are you doing?" And I kind of just put my hands up. He's like, "Okay, well, I'm writing another citation. You sit right there."
Did you get a ticket the first time or no?
Yeah.
Didn't we already issue you a citation for panhandling in this exact spot?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're back?
Yep.
Panhandling in the same spot? All right, stand by. Let me write you another citation. Good.
Show protection order status. ID card.
Demo.
You go ahead with it.
For Quebec Tango Hotel, Charlie 06, on blue Kia symbol.
Really, how are you?
Fantastic.
What can I do for you?
Just hang out.
Yeah. So Healy, how are you?
Fantastic.
What can I do for you?
Just hang out.
Yeah, Central?
He is usually pretty unhappy with us.
Oh, well, I've never met him before.
Yeah, we've issued him citations for panhandling on this corner before.
Uh-oh, okay.
So he'll be getting another
Well,
one.
let me go introduce myself. Copy. Good morning. Wait, is it still morning? It is. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm very good. I've never met you before. I'm Officer Valley. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Good.
My name's
Daniel?
Daniel. Yeah, Daniel.
Why are we here? I'm back up. I don't know why I'm here.
So I've been handing out these right here.
For work, yeah. I like the bike.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
It's a nice seat. Well, how long you been in Zephyrhills?
I've been here a couple days now. I was here before. On and off.
On and off. Are you from here, or where'd you grow up?
I grew up in New York, and I grew up here. I went to ZEPHYRHILLS High School.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay. What part of New York?
Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Do you know where Elmira is? No, right? Okay, that's more country. Did he say what he's doing with you?
Writing a citation.
For the panhandling?
It's a crime, huh?
It's an ordinance. An ordinance, yeah. If you do it, it's Pasco County, so go like Hernando, Hillsborough.
No, Hillsborough. No. Hillsborough will arrest you on the spot.
For panhandling? Wow.
Charge you with a fine.
Wow.
You do a month. But I mean, if you get a good public defender or a lawyer, they'll drop it because it's not against the law. It's an ordinance.
Ordinance, yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm surprised they arrest for it right then and there.
Yeah, no, it's not cool what they're doing, but it's a hustle. You know what I mean? They're just.
How else are you gonna make money?
Because Hillsborough is so big, you got so many people. You know, there's crime happening there in Tampa, but it's not like Miami or New York. You know what I mean? So they gotta fill fill their jails with something. You know what I mean? They gotta find something to do. You know what I mean? So, like,
They gotta fill the jail somehow.
I mean, you guys get money from the government too.
Right.
So now jails for every inmate get so much money per inmate. So, you know, it's an easy day when you run into somebody like me when, you know, I don't do drugs.
Good for
I'm
you.
not here stealing or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just there holding a cardboard sign, right? So it's a very easy day for them. So they just take me to jail. They let me sit there for a while, and they make money from the government so much, you know, $200 a day or whatever. Or whatever. I didn't do nothing, man.
I'm just making. I'm a First Amendment auditor. I'm just making sure all civil rights are being, aren't being civil rights.
He's making sure that your rights are being.
Yeah, I was just holding the cardboard sign.
What it said on the sign.
They're finding me for it. It says I'm looking for work. Not only does it say I'm looking for work, I have my name and number on here, and I was handing it out, trying to find work. You know, but they need money. I guess the police are going poor, so they need some kind of money from the government. So now when they write me a citation, I can't pay for it. Obviously, I'm homeless.
So why don't you try to fight it?
I can fight it, and it will be dropped.
So then that's what I would do. I'd go to the courthouse and fight it.
So I don't see why you guys are enforcing something like that.
I just want to ask you a question. Were you asking for money?
Asking for money? I was asking for work.
You were asking for work.
Work.
I'm curious what the PC for stop was there, officer.
I'm just backup. I don't know. It's his call.
I know Seth. And I know Seth's a pretty fair guy, so I'm curious.
There's nothing happening here in Zephyrhills, and they need to find something to do.
No, I know Seth Ely. He's a pretty fair guy. He'll give you a fair deal. So
I'm not.
just curious. I'm just asking you, and I can't interfere with their investigation. But I'm asking.
No, you're fine. I would have told you already. You're good.
Yeah, I'm not a drinker. I don't do drugs. You know, I'm not a thief. You can look up my record. It'll tell you my record. I'm just homeless right now.
I know.
And
I've
I'm
been
just
there.
yeah.
I understand.
What kind of work do you do?
Physical labor. Any physical
Construction
labor.
stuff?
Construction, yeah, I'm good with tools.
Well, I'll wait till Mr. Officer Healy's finished, and then I'll ask him.
But if you need work, I got my number right here. Okay.
Hold on. What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Yes, sir.
All right, Daniel.
His son feels real good.
It's silly. I mean, this is scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
type
it's
of stuff, man.
not my fault.
I mean, all the training that you've done and all the stuff you went through. I mean, this is just scraping the bottom of the barrel. I mean, this is like this is
You can
more of a
ask for
hustle
work.
for the police than it is a lot of.
You gotta understand something. You can ask for work.
I can't hear.
You can stand there with a sign anywhere and ask for work. But the minute that you start asking for money, that's when it changes.
Yeah, no, I'm asking.
You can stand there with a sign that says anything helps. All right? And
Yeah.
that's still free speech. But you still can't, no, the Supreme Court's already ruled on this. All right? They have ruled. And it trumps all city ordinances even. You can stand there with a sign that says anything except for asking for money.
That's not exactly. That's not what my sign says.
That's where
And
they
that's
draw
not
the
what I'm
line.
doing.
And I know that the ordinances, some cities will try to say, no, you can't do that. All right.
Yeah.
But some cities have
Tampa.
learned the hard way to the tune of 6
So what
figures.
Supreme Court ruling is that? I'm just curious. I want to educate, so I'd like to know.
You know what? I will get that information to you. I cannot remember off the top of that, but I do know standing with a sign. All right, I could stand there with a sign that says "F the police." All right,
Yeah,
all right.
absolutely.
And some people will call that in. All right, and they'll say, "Hey, that offends me." Well, you're not the feelings police, and the city ordinance is not the feelings police. All right. An obscene word on a sign does not constitute.
Yeah, I'm very well versed in that. I'm talking about the panhandling.
Okay,
part.
well, now it's the same as if he's asking for work. That's it. He's not asking for anything else. Where's the city ordinance violation in that? He's not saying give me money or I need money. All right.
Help.
He's saying.
Help.
So
he's
what's
saying-
the definition of panhandling?
Panhandling is standing there saying, "Can I have money? Give me hand." And now the physical act of panhandling. Hey man, can you spare some change? That's a physical act.
Okay.
Now
So
that
it's
is
specifically just
that is illegal.
So it's just specifically panhandling. The definition is specifically money. Not
Money,
further.
yes.
It
The
says
mention
in
of money.
in the thing, the definition money.
Definition of money. That's it. All right. You cannot get somebody. I can stand there. I stand there with a sign that says the sky is falling. Painted, covered in lime jello if I wanted to.
That's very
dick.
much illegal.
What a dick. I can stand there covered in lime jello saying the sky is falling.
No, I've had panhandling charges dropped before.
Because
this
this is becoming a big issue. It is, and we're misreading city ordinances, thinking that they are that they trump
Pushing
the
the
Constitution, and they do not. This is a freedom of speech issue. I know
Freedom of
Zephyr,
speech
so
and
I will
freedom of
definitely
money.
get that ruling on
need
you.
to do.
But I do know that they have ruled standing with a sign saying "need work" is not a violation of panhandling. All right.
Thank you very much.
Standing there with a sign that says anything helps is not a violation of panhandling.
There you go.
All right, it really truly isn't.
So,
And
I'm
you
not
even
the bad guy. I'm not the criminal.
And even
I'm
as
not
a-
taking
even
the
as a-
taxpayers' money. I don't make any government money. I don't make no checks. I don't have food stamps or anything like that. Sign. I don't make any government money. I don't make no checks. I don't have food stamps or anything like that.
What's the sign say?
Yo, Max, nice to meet you.
okay.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Never met you before.
Officer Healy, how are you today, sir?
Doctor, I'm well. Sunburn. Yeah.
What was your name?
Joseph, Mackie,
Joseph.
nice to
It's
meet you.
Gabby. It's nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Never met you before.
Officer Healy, how are you today, sir?
Doctor, I'm well.
Why are you hunched over, sir?
Sunburn.
I know Seth very well. Seth's a good friend. And
He's
I
been here a
don't
while.
give him too hard of a time. I try not to. No, and I try to. This is an educational thing that I just try to bring to, and you even looking at it, officer. If you look at it with common sense, where is the line drawn? That we have to draw a line because.
Yeah. So listen, Joseph, you brought this up to my attention. So as an officer, we're always learning, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to look into it after I'm done here. I'm going to look into it and see what the ordinance is and what the Supreme Court is.
That's it, Sergeant Sparkman. And Sergeant Sparkman is aware of this. He's fully aware of it, and he's fully aware of Mr. Mackey. And they also know,
taxpayers are paying.
there are times.
But how what's her salary? What's the gas and mileage? What's his salary? So there's two salaries.
Well, hold on, Daniel. All they're doing, they're responding to a call.
These taxpayers are paying for nothing.
I know. Somebody driving by.
Money.
Somebody driving by.
I'm asking them to the face.
I know. Daniel, somebody driving.
This is a hustle of theirs.
No. Hold on. Somebody driving
They're
by.
treating me like a bad guy, and they are the bad guys.
Whoa. I'm not treating you like anything.
No,
I've been nothing but respectful with you, Daniel.
Yeah.
You've been nice.
All they're doing is they're responding to a call. Somebody drove by, complained, and they're responding to a call. Now, it's their job to come and investigate. Once they are discovered that the only thing on your sign said need work, all right, it is not in violation of city ordinance.
Right.
Okay. But they have to investigate. You have to understand they have their job to do as well.
I understand.
All right.
The police necessary. Okay?
Yes, they are. We'd have to.
I've needed police
just
in
to
my
go
life
to the
a couple times.
Yeah, we'd have to wear a sidearm just to go to the store if it worked for the police.
I'm not saying I hate the police. They do more good than bad most of the time.
This officer right here, I can't vouch for her. I don't know her very well, but she seems nice enough. Very nice. This officer right here, I do know very well, and if you are cool with him, he'll give you a fair shake. All right.
I haven't been rude to him.
I know.
So yeah, I have my opinion.
Yep, you're entitled to that. You just gotta keep it mellow with him, and everything will be cool.
I'm cool as hell.
So I just do this because I always want to make sure that our law enforcement is properly trained. There have been times, a couple of occasions, with other officers where I was detained illegally.
Right.
All right. And I did not seek compensation for it. I just spoke with Sergeant Sparkman, and I've asked that proper training be implemented. All right. I do that. I don't go running off to a lawyer. All right, trying to look for money. All I do is just make sure. I don't want to see I, as a taxpayer, do not want to see my tax monies go to a six-figure settlement to somebody because an officer made a mistake in interpretation of the law.
Right.
All right, I don't want to see that.
Taxpayers' money. They charge taxpayers
Sure.
for me to be in jail. Period.
Well, yeah, that's a subsidy. That's a federal subsidy, but. We already know the privatization and
you're
subsidies.
You're going to arrest me, put me in jail for holding a cardboard sign.
Well, this is an infraction.
Well, Daniel, you can fight it, right? It's a
violation
ticket.
This is what's called a civil infraction. This isn't actually a crime. It's a civil infraction.
So it isn't. I think it becomes a crime when you don't.
When you don't show up for court.
Correct.
That's
then it's a failure to
court.
appear. Yeah.
Contempt of court. Failure to appear.
But just like any other traffic ticket, Daniel, you could fight it.
No.
And if what you're saying is absolutely true, then you have every right to.
I'm going to try to fight it. I mean, all I was trying
Amen.
I was asking for work.
Good.
I had a heart.
I was just explaining the First Amendment, so holding a sign said needs work. And that's it. So I was just making sure that was, being understood.
Yeah, and I have my number in my
I'm
pocket.
going to stay out of it, okay? I'm not
I
going to talk
understand.
while this is going on.
I understand.
I have my name and number in my pocket. So anytime somebody stopped and would give me $1 or whatever, I would tell them I need work and hand them my paper and my phone number so I can work. But now I'm being charged with a crime.
Yeah, Caveman is also a First Amendment auditor. All right. I am retired from it, but I still.
Why is that?
It's too much for me.
Stress-wise, or?
No, it's just too much on my body. Too much. I'm more of a peace man now.
What?
I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm getting tired.
I'm getting old too.
But I will stop
Slowing
occasionally.
down. I feel myself slowing down. You know, just my body and everything.
No, where I'm still having a problem though, if I see.
Morning. Can you do me a favor and stand on that side? I don't want you to get clipped by a car, sir. Thank you. Okay, sir. How tall are you?
Sorry?
How tall are you, sir?
5 feet.
About how much do you weigh? Okay. Going to be issuing a citation again for roadway solicitation. Okay. As he explained, you can't ask for anything. Can't be going up to cars, getting money and stuff like that in the roadway. The complaint was that you were seen out there in the corner. There will be a report generated with this case number. You can look up who the complaining person is. Okay. Like I said, I'm not coming out here just to bust people's balls. I do encourage you to reach out to our social worker and try and get yourself off the street. Okay? Court date, if you don't pay it, is 4/10/26 at 9 a.m. It's a $500 fine. If we don't have any more incidences like this come to court, we can reduce the fine. We can work with you on that stuff, okay? Please come in, see our social worker, try to get off the streets, man.
Yeah,
What's the most fucked up thing is the guy that ticketed you last time and stopped you. He's actually the homeless outreach officer. Did he try to talk to you at the beginning, or was he just what you're doing is illegal, and he didn't try to help you at all, did he? Until the end.
Yeah.
When I got there.
No, he was.
Come in, see our social worker, try to get off the streets, man.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to work. Get my license and I get my social security card.
Okay.
I can't get a job without my social security card. So I need money to get that.
Okay.
I need a
Okay. Do you know where Rick's Cafe is? You know where Mission Square is? Okay. You know where 54 is?
Yep.
Curewater Way, as it's called now.
Yep.
Court Street, Allen Road. As you go out of the city, on the north side of 54, as you approach Allen Road is Mission Square. Right behind Rick's Cafe, it's Sober Solutions, Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 to 3. They have people in there under the company is called One Community Now. They will help you get ID, socials, all that stuff. Give you a mailing address so that you can get that stuff mailed here. So that
Can you give me a certificate for an ID?
I cannot. They will be able to do stuff like that. But that's the stuff we got to work on. Okay. I recognize it's not easy out here. I'm not trying to just be a dick. Your signature right there. Of course, it does not come through all of
I
that.
didn't write hard enough.
You can't write hard enough to get through 6 pieces of carbon paper.
It's a little excessive.
social workers at the PD. She can start working with you. You know, they're there Monday through Friday, business hours. One Community Now can help you get all your documentation in order. And they do have some career outreach stuff. They're brand new on this side of the county, so we're still building that network.
So I'm pretty new to ZEPHYRHILLS. So.
Yep.
I left out of Tampa, and that passed because of crime and drugs.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm here.
I get it. You know about the cold weather shelter? First Church of the Nazarene, where we had you go last time?
That one, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tonight and I think tomorrow night, 6 p.m. So don't end up a popsicle. All right. Take care.
If you need anything, let me know, okay?
Case number for your reference, 26000. Case number for your reference, 2600307.
That's fine. But may I ask you a question? Hey.
Absolutely.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Can I see the sign that you were holding?
He won't give it back. He has it.
He took it?
He took it. You can ask him. Anything help? Will work. God bless.
So the anything helps is considered a solicitation. He was observed.
Okay, now going to cars is different.
He was observed by somebody doing a hand. So
Okay, all right, going to cars.
yeah, and we have cited him here. So don't end up a popsicle.
All right.
All right. Take care.
If you need anything, let me know, okay?
Case number for your reference, 2600307.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
I'm just curious. I'm just asking, sir.
Mm-hmm.
His sign did not, as far as I'm aware, did not violate. What was the reason? I'm just asking. Homeless, please, anything help will work. God bless.
So the anything helps is considered a solicitation. He was observed.
Okay, now going to
He
cars is
was
different.
he was observed by somebody doing a hand. So
Okay, all right, going to cars.
yeah,
All right, I get that.
and we have cited him here for this exact thing
All right.
once before. So.
All right. Okay, that's. I'm not trying to keep.
No, you're good. I am totally fine.
And you know, so I was like,
No,
because I saw a sign and I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
I gotta say something.
Nope.
I gotta.
you're fine. That is the solicitation part of it.
Okay, all right. You know me up the threshold there.
One of our code enforcement guys. So I was
All
like,
right.
okay.
All right. Okay, thank you.
But I've also tried to provide him with resources several times, and I'm hoping that he will take us up on that. It's cold. Regardless of this interaction, I do not want to see anybody turn into a popsicle.
Right.
Because
Okay. Did you happen to read that thing from Paris, the one I just sent you? Did you happen to read? Look at your text.
haven't yet.
You're gonna laugh. All right. Thank you, officer.
Take care, sir.
You have a